in-season schedule. This is how we do it. And this will be my 30th year coming up as a head football coach. So I've done it a lot of different ways, right? But we've really kind of locked in on this schedule over the last few years, and doing it with trial and error. So on Sunday we're off. I coach for a great coach by the name of Dick Foster many years ago at Coffeyville Community College, all-time winningest junior college coach in the history of the NJCAA. We took Sunday off there. I wanted to ask, Coach, why do you take Sunday off? He said, well, if you win, you don't need to see them. If you lost, you don't want to see them. They don't want to see you either. All right, so I do the same thing. We take Sunday off. Time for our guys to be a student, go to church. Coaches get to put the game to bed, start working on the upcoming opponent, be organized. On Monday, we'll have all the phases in there, and we go over our goal board, all right, and then we go over what we call our Top Gun Award. And we have a little fun with it, and we give guys points, for making a tackle or an assisted tackle or a key block or being physical. We've got all sorts of different categories that we grade with this Top Gun Award, and we make a big deal out of it with our guys. And then we'll have a 30-minute meeting. All right, so we take about 5 minutes going over our team goals for the previous game, and also for our Top Gun Award individual points that we get, and then we go through each phase. So every coach who's involved with the kicking game is in this meeting. I know some teams, they have the whole team in there and they meet on special teams, I guess to show the importance of the kicking game. I don't do that. I don't want a guy in there that's not 100% concentrating on what's going on. I'm one of those guys, I can't let it go. If I see a guy and he's looking to his right or his left or looking down at his feet, or he's getting heavy eyes and taking a long blink, which is really sleeping. So we just have our special teams guys in there. On Tuesdays, we have a 20-minute meeting, and we review punt and kickoff. That's our coverage day on Tuesday. We review field goal and field goal block in our Monday offense and defensive team. We try to have all offensive players on field goal and all defensive players on field goal block. They might get into a different formation. You want to have guys out there who can tackle and cover and all those kind of things. But every once in a while, we'll have a guy that we think, I had a kid named Jameson Haskell who played for me at Central Missouri many years ago, and he's a wide receiver. He was one time he held the MIAA record in block kicks. All right, so he blocked a bunch of kicks for us on punt block. All right, so I went ahead and said, well, let's see if he can do extra point field goal. And he was unbelievable at it. One game he had 2 coming from the edge and being an outside skinner. So if you have to, we'll put a guy from the other side, but primarily those guys for us are on the offensive or defensive side. And then we'll have 4 5-minute periods. I'm not smart enough to have a 4-minute period and a 3-minute period and a 7-minute period. We do 5-minute periods. That's how we do it here. And we'll have punt for 10. And then a little later in practice, we'll have kickoff. Okay, so we do separate them. We don't do them all at the beginning of practice. I used to, and we switched that because our offense and defensive coaches thought that would be better for their unit, their side of the ball, and it's worked out fine. Wednesday, we'll have another 20-minute meeting. We'll review PBR and kickoff return, and we'll have 4 5-minute periods. 10 minutes on PBR, 10 minutes on kickoff return. Some of that can be drill work. Some of that can be just, a half line, whatever it might be. We have a whole bunch of different ways to get as good as we can in those phases. On Thursday, we have a little bit more time here. We decrease our practice time, okay, and then we increase our meeting time. All right, and we'll do all core phases, and then we'll also do a field goal versus block, 8 reps. When we do field goal versus block on Tuesday, those 8 reps, that's good on good. That's our X-point field goal team, because most people do the same type of formation in that, and it'll be extra point field goal block, and we'll go against each other. And it's live for 3 steps inside, and the outside edge guys are all the way through the finish phase of it. So we'll do 8 more live kicks on Thursday, and then we'll have 8 5-minute periods. And we go through it pretty quick. And if we get done in 30 minutes, we get done in 30 minutes, right? But we go pretty quick in that and get everything done that we need to. I like moving the ball around. We don't obviously put it in one spot. Shouldn't do that offense and defense. And you sure as heck shouldn't do it in the kicking game. On Friday, we'll have a 30-minute meeting with all of our guys, and we'll include our hands team. We go over in great detail. Hands, I'm not going to go over that today, but many years ago, I had Greg McMahon, a good buddy of mine, who just retired there at LSU. He was with the Saints for a long time. We've got a very simplistic way to play with our hands team. We'll also go over our onside kick. We'll go through our script. We'll have a walkthrough, and then we'll go over field goal and field goal block in our Friday night meeting, offensively and defensively, for about 10 minutes, which they already reviewed early in the week. Next, please.